Hello. One of the final steps to making this Christmas stocking is to add the hanging loop that is braided and has bells on it. So you'll need 6 little jingle bells. These are about 12 millimeters. And you'll need 2 lengths of each color for a total of 6 lengths of yarn, about 18 to 20 inches long, and scissors and your stocking. So what you do is you come to, so if this is, we've got the top of the stocking and the foot is pointed to the right. On the left hand side you want the edge, and then from the inside you insert your needle on one side of stitch. You put your bell on, and then let me see if I can get this close. So you can see the yarn is coming out of this side of the stitch. I want to put it back down the other side of the stitch. Just even up the ends. I like to leave the bell pulled tight for now while I weave in the rest of the yarn for the bells. And the next one goes just below it in the next stitch down. White might be a little bit easier to see here, so I just move the bells out of the way. The next stitch down I come up, add the bell, and go right down the other side of that stitch. Okay, now all the bells are strung, but I need to make sure they're tied on. So I make sure that the ends are even before I do this part. And then what I'm going to do is pull the bell out a few inches so I can tie a knot, just an overhand, and leave about an inch, inch and a half of space between the bell and the knot. Pull it tight, and then you pull it tight against the outside of the work, and now I'm going to tie a square knot on the inside. And that one's secure, and I'm going to repeat that for the rest of them. turn this around, and I want these separated into 2 of each color on each side, 1/2 of each knot. And then I'm going to take one side and make a braid pairing up the colors. So I have green, white, and then red, and I'm just going to do a basic braid. Okay, the braids are complete. Now it's time to tie a couple of overhand knots. So my first knot I like to make about even with the top edge of the stocking. So just grab them together, loop over your fingers, and tuck both ends through. And then just tighten your knot about 1 inch away from where the braid starts. You can pull each one separately, make sure they're nice and tight. So when the stocking is closed, you're just barely going to see the top of that knot. And the next knot, make a couple of inches away so that you have a nice loop for hanging it. And then the final step, just trim the ends even. And make sure they're unbraided so they can fly free. So now you've got a nice hanging loop for your stocking. Thanks for watching.